You did what? Someone had to tell them, those pieces of... A loud thwack echoes round the house, tumbling him to the floor. He holds his cheek in shame as the ambience dispels to silence. He looks up, but his head timidly sinks when he sees the blazing eyes gawping down at him. The gaze is stern, like a warrior adjacent to a victory. You're weak. A man by default but a craven in character. It's a shame to call you my son. Father, please. The words shudder his core, and the pain digs deep into unversed terrains. The occurrence is familiar. Any attempt to delight his father breeds the opposite, and the efforts are endless. The floor dampens as his tears gush. He grasps how dire his deeds are when he sees his father hurriedly walking out urgently. His father utters a handful of words to him. The coldness in his voice shakes him. Stay home. His anger mounts up, and the shame is immense. The embarrassment he endured would only worsen if he stays sober. He defies his father's words and goes to his favorite bar. The elating fluid raids his head and loosens his senses. The past hours flew by like a bullet discharged from a gun. The thoughts he yearns to forget only intensify the drunker he gets, and the night gets grimmer by the sip. Suddenly the fluid tastes foul. He halts and stares at the bottle, as if mindfulness overcame the drunkenness, and shame abruptly blots him. He quickly reverts back to tipsiness since reality is hard to fathom. The bottles pile up as he falls deep into misery. His head floppily drops to the table and the room twirls to a foggy haze, and his speech turns ambiguous. He blinks and sharply falls into a slumber. He wakes up conflicted, probing how long he was asleep. His confusion surges when he notices a strange woman sitting beside him, wearing a yellow suit, lavish shades, and yellow lipstick. A mesmerizing sight to his sad night. You look like pollen, and I'm a bee. Guess my quest is clinched, he says reluctantly, then nervously chuckles out of embarrassment. His friendly gesture gets no retort. He tries again. Sorry about that, I'm just in awe. What is a sunflower doing in a wasteland of thorns? Perhaps the outfit paints a semblance of a sunflower, but the hauler is a thorn fit for said wasteland. But you seem like a sunflower disguised as a thorn. Fair, that makes us pretenders. No, I pretend to be a pretender, you are the pretender. Aren't we all? We choose to be what we think is suitable to survive our surroundings, and suppress the traits we deem inapt. I'd be a different person if I was born in different circumstances. So, do we really have control over our characters? Circumstances don't mold pretenders. If a situation dictates one to be a killer, they either succumb or withstand, but cowards will pretend. Keen to be perceived a killer but not brave enough to admit they're not. No one is remarked a killer until they kill. So, we are all pretenders until we act upon a deed. I'm not a killer until I am. Right, you referred to me as a sunflower. Did you mean that I resemble goodness? Yes. Because I appear good, is that enough for you to believe so? No, you appear but not act. That's the difference. You are a cunning bastard, aren't you? She says as she rubs her eyes out of agitation. He giggles, seeing that he is winning the mental battle. It's true, if you acted well I'd believe that you are good, simple as. I reckon I acted well in this exchange. Do you believe I'm good? You rudely ignored me when I tried to converse, then answered out of pity, "That's not good." So, I don't believe you are good because you did not act so. Not only cunning but smart too, huh? The remarks enlarged the smile on his face, while hers stays still, as though humor is a distant notion for her. Her face is inert but parts of her body seem easy. Clearly she enjoys his company but declines to acknowledge it. He continues their conversation. "What's your name?" "My precious name. Only my companions know of it." "Can I be your companion?" "You already are. So how come I don't know your name?" "I told you. You are smart, I'm certain you'll figure it out." I get it. Perhaps I can get more than your name?" "What else can I give?" "Your number." She asks for a pen and paper from the bartender and writes 10 digits that she passes to him. Not many get this chance, don't spoil it. I'd be a fool to mess around with a prized pearl. Sure, Mr. Smooth. Tuesday night isn't an apt time to drink. Why are you here? To escape. What about you? Same, specifically from my father. He's a burden. Mine never was, since I've never met him. Sometimes I wish I never knew mine. Damn. I'd swear your father is the devil himself. Who is he for you to wish him gone? He sighs, bearing the weight of the name he's about to utter. Mike Matador. Her lips rashly skewers the liquid in her mouth, and splashes the bartender in front of the counter, as her whole demeanor changes. She reaches inside her blazer and keeps her hand in. Matador is your father? Yes, what's going on? She looks intensely into his eyes, clearly entangled in deep thoughts. She takes her hand out, spit numerous words and leaves. Matador is your father, and you are conversing with someone of my outfit. Clearly you are not as smart as I thought. Don't call me. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more quirky tales.